Hey, welcome back. WorldwideGiantGrowers.com. Hey, what we got these plants here. They're getting now 3 to 4 weeks old, and notice a couple little problems. One of the problems is I have the fan running most of the time, but what's happening is these bags are a little bit too wet. The bottom half is holding a lot of moisture. The top half's drying out quite well. So what I've done is I took a masonry bit and I've poked a lot of holes. I've added more holes around the plastic. So I guess maybe you might want to consider buying a more breathable bag or just poking more holes in these. These are fine. Usually I set them outside. They're getting acclimated out in the sunny days, but this time of year, even though it's going to be 60 today, I could set these outside today for a little bit. I might do that and let them get a little bit of that sun. But a 60-degree day will burn them if the sun's out. They're not used to that. So you'd want to set them out early, before noon, or later in the day after like 4 o'clock when the sun is weaker, and just set them out for a couple of hours. But that's what I'm going to do here. I was going to spray Mark's Special T on the leaves and see how that plays out, but I'm going to let them go for now. I'm going to let them dry out. I've poked these holes. We'll let the fan go for a couple of days before I feed them again. Then I'll feed them with some Grow and maybe a little pinch of CalMag in there along with the Grow and some Mark's Special T. But you can see they're kind of, this leaf here, it's kind of droopy and light green and stuff. They're a little waterlogged in the bottom. That's what's causing that. And they should be a little greener. So 65 degrees, a little too much water, that's what your plants will look like. This gives you a good example of what you start out when it's too cold outside. When it's too cold and you get to try to start them out in the patch, this is what they're going to look like until it warms up. When it warms up, then they start getting a greener leaf, a little more developed and looking healthier. But anyways, we'll keep them growing. Here you can see here, starting out on the plant, we're starting to get our little vines. Our main vine is starting out here. That's what I want to show you here in the next few weeks as these develop. We'll show you the secondaries, the main vine. Here's this should be the main vine right there starting out on this plant here. It's shooting out. It'll be more obvious next week. Alright, don'ts. I also want to talk to you real quick about don't. When you plan your garden, let's say this whole table is your patch. Best not to plant the plants on the edge of the patch. The roots are going to grow out in 360-degree circle. It's better to get the plant into the garden, more in the center of your ultimate soil. You don't want to back a plant up to a driveway or a foundation. Those are negative things. You want that root system to have a free 360-degree radius to grow out into the ultimate loose soil. So if it's possible at all, try to keep the stump where you plant it more towards the middle of your patch, not on the very edge. That's a big don't in my mind. Some may disagree, but it's just logical sense to me to give it as much root space as possible from the center of the plant. Alright, we'll talk to you soon. Keep them growing. If you have any questions, just post them. Thank you very much. Come to WorldwideGiantGrowers.com for your seeds and fertilizers, Mark's Mixes, to grow in the 2017 season. I hope you join us.